Last year was the start of something great, but now with the series having the support of all 10 F1 teams and then visiting 7 of the same tracks that F1 is going to, this season is going to be bigger and better than ever. Welcome to the first race weekend of F1 Academy 2024, and what a better place to start at the Jeddah Corniche circuit here at Saudi Arabia. The Jeddah Corniche circuit is also one of the longest and fastest on the F1 calendar, measuring at 6.174 kilometres. 27 corners, the most of any track, and this is going to be a real test of skill and courage for all drivers racing today. And this is a lap around the Jeddah Corniche circuit. The lap starts with a very long straight that leads into turn number 1. A very heavy braking zone, which requires good traction on exit. Hug the inside curb as you head towards turn number 2, which is a very fast left kick that you could take flat out, followed by another long straight, which ends in turn number 3. After the first sequence of corners, the speed picks up. There's a short straight to turn 4. Quick left-hander, followed by a sequence of very fast bends, very blind corners, all the way to the heavy braking zone of turn number 10. Through here, it's very important to concentrate on the position of the car because it's very easy to be offline. You're now going to be heading towards turn 13, a 12-degree banked corner. The entry is very fast, and it's going to be hard to brake and turn at the same time. Be prepared to go faster through turn 14 and 15 in 10th and 8th gear, but a small dab on the brakes for the fast chicane at turn 16 and 17. And the exit through here is very important because the track is flatter all the way through turn 18, 19, 20 and 21. And the next time you brake will be for turn 22. This is a DRS zone, and you're going to be very high speed before entering into the braking zone. After this chicane, the track is full throttle all the way to the final corner. Water on both sides of the track here. The second DRS zone will stretch from 25 to turn 27, covering a total of 725 metres around the lagoon. Heading towards the last sequence of corners, very tricky. You arrive very quickly, but the corner is quite open. Start, finish, straight you go, and that is a lap around the Jeddah Corniche circuit. We're in a new era of F1 Academy, and practice session is just around the corner. Welcome to the Jeddah Corniche circuit for round number 1 of the F1 Academy Championship. 15 drivers will be taking to the track, and it features 7 F1 Academy race winners this season. And it's going to be featuring 10 F1 team-backed drivers. And here's the world feed. Action here at F1 Academy. We are at the sea at the Jeddah Corniche circuit here at Saudi Arabia, one of the longest and most highest speeds on the F1 Academy calendar. Practice gets underway before qualifying later on this evening. And here is the circuit that you can see on your screen, 6.174 kilometres, 3.836 miles. And track, and there's quite a few DRS zones to boot as well. 27 turns, elevation change, 2.48 metres. The curves could bite you if you don't brake at the right time. Practice will be in the day, whereas qualifying will be at the night time, and the sea does look glorious. All 15 cars are at the circuit right now, and we are just getting into the flow of things as we didn't know what the world feed was going to show us in the intro, but the intro does look very nice. We've got brand new graphics as well, and I've just looked at it on my screen right now. It looks absolutely lovely. Joshua Birch has switched roles. He is now co-commentator. I'm lead commentator, and guess what? We got live times. It's great.
Yes, no having to steal it from TV pictures and having half a screen dead for about 20 minutes. We've got graphics, we've got timings, I love it. Literally, I was waiting to see a reaction because we've got the whole timing screen because there's nothing else on. So we've got the whole timing screen, we've got the speeds below in each sectors, and then we've got some weather info, and then we've got me and you just standing around looking. It's a perfect watch-along assistant, really. And I'm loving it. I'm actually considering having this type of screen for Formula 3 and Formula 2 if things go belly up, which they usually do, don't they, with Timing 71. But it does look awesome, and the track looks awesome, the cars look awesome, and I think it's so brilliant to have F1 Academy start in Saudi Arabia, a country where only a couple of years ago women were allowed to drive. And it's great. We've got onboard cameras as well. It's perfect. Finally, F1 Academy gets what they deserve, a full-on TV launch.
Yes, and featuring 7 tracks which F1 are going to be visiting, which is great. I'm honestly very excited that the drivers will get to experience that. So obviously we're at Saudi Arabia this weekend. The reason why it's on a Thursday, well, it's Ramadan this weekend, so that is why it's on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but we'll be back to normal when F1 Academy heads to Miami on the 3rd to 5th of May. Then we head to Spain on the 21st to the 23rd of June, Netherlands 23rd to the 25th of August, so we have a long break between Spain and Zandvoort. Then we got Singapore, one of my favourite circuits, 20 to the 22nd of September, Qatar from the 29th to the 1st December, and then we round it off with Abu Dhabi on the 6th to the 8th of September. I can't wait for this. We'll go through the rules in just a minute, but it is great that F1 Academy gets a chance to share the same weekend as Formula 1 and in some cases F2 and F3.
Last year we were all watching along, really upset that we couldn't commentate on it because we were watching some great racing and the highlights were fab, and I was really annoyed that we couldn't call the whole season. Delighted we got to call COTA. And then I was like, come on, make it actually part of it, make it make sense and get it on there, because we had W Series on the F1 calendar and they made a mess of it. They really did. But now F1 Academy, backed by FOM, supported by the FIA, some great talent coming in. It's just perfect. Yeah, and I can't wait.
And it's free to air as well, so you're able to sync the pictures that you're seeing on the official F1 Academy YouTube with ours as well, so you get not much delay. It's great. It is great. So the format is going to be starting with a 40-minute practice session. Usually there's 2 per weekend on the same day, but obviously due to what happened. Now, what's happened there?
Ooh.
There's a bit of debris from the F2, it looks like.
Yeah, because I don't think there's anybody losing a wing from so far here. It's Dorian Ping who's gone out there on the track right now, so yeah. Oh, new timing tower for F1 Academy as well.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
I like that.
That looks beautiful. So yeah, like we were saying, usually 2 practice sessions, 40-minute each, but due to what's happening this weekend, we have just got 1 40-minute practice session. Then we've got qualifying. It used to be 2 qualifying sessions to decide each race, and it used to be 3 races, but it's different this year. We've got 1 30-minute qualifying session, and drivers 2 fastest lap decides the grid for certain races. So your first fastest lap decides the grid for race 1, your second decides the grid for race 2, and then we got obviously 2 races instead of 3, which I prefer, to be fair. Race 1 will be tomorrow, race 2 will be on the Saturday, but on a usual race weekend, race 1 will be on a Saturday, race 2 will be on a Sunday, qualifying and practice will be on a Friday. I like this setup. I didn't like Formula being up 2 30-minute sessions. We just got 1 30-minute session, and then we got 2 races, because 3 races was too much.
It was, and last year you didn't even get to do one of the races, which I thought was really unfair. Oops, it's getting through, never mind.
One her bit was.
Yes, yeah. I thought Doreen Pinner just had a little bit of a wide moment coming into 22, but she's got that perfectly on. I think everyone's looking at the grid here and thinking, these are going to be ones to watch. Everyone is excited about Ping joining the championship. And I think everybody's really excited what the Alcabazis can do. 1 in an RB, 1 in Red Bull, with 2 coming in, of course. Love and Fossey did well last time out in COTA. It's just brilliant, and I think Bianca Bustamante's had all the controversy over the winter. She's got her head down and has been a brilliant brand ambassador in the 2024 for McLaren, and I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait. And it's nice also that even though I'm in the commentary box for some practice and some qualifiers and sometimes maybe stepping in for when you're not here, just doing other series, I'll get to watch the series with you and Megan commentating, so it's great for me.
Yeah, it is great. And we also got the liveries as well. Whoever's in the F1 teams, they get the full shebang F1 liveries on their car. And there's also drivers backed by some nice sponsors. So we've got Tommy Hillinger, Charlotte Tilbury as well. Then we got F1 Academy backed driver as well, Jess Edgar. So Dorian Pinn, we just talked about. She is in the Mercedes Academy, and she recently competed in the F4 UAE Championship, and she's got victories there as well. So shall we go through the drivers, Josh, before we get through into the actual action in practice? There's not much going on at the moment. We've got some lap times on the board, but let's talk you through the drivers, shall we?
Go for it.
So we've got Rodin Motorsport, we've got Love and Fossey, as you were saying, Charlotte Tilbury's backed by her, Abby Pullen from Alpine, and Jess Edgar from F1 Academy backed sponsor. Then we got, we got Carrie Schreiner in the Sauber, Chloe Chambers in the Haas livery, and Nuria Marti, Tommy Hilguma, I can't even say that name, that's from Campos. MP Motorsport, we got the two El Kabassis, we've got Hamda and Amma, one from Red Bull, one from Vita Cash RB, as you were saying. Another Red Bull back driver, Emily de Hus as well. Apologies if we get the names wrong, by the way. Tina Houseman, Aston Martin for Prema Racing, as well as Doria Pinn and Maya Rug, I think that's how you say it. ART, we got McLaren back driver Bianca Bustamante, Leah Block for Williams, and Araya Nobles for Puma. And I'm sure I missed a lot of other drivers out, but I don't think I have. No, I didn't. And in addition, we've got a wildcard driver from each nation. So the Saudi Arabian driver, I'm trying to find who the Saudi Arabian driver is this weekend, but it's not jumping up at me.
I think it's Jafali as well. Yeah,
Jafali. Yeah, Raya Jafali, and we'll have different ones for each circuit. So we'll have an American driver for Miami in round 2. Round 3, I believe, Spain, we'll have a Spanish driver. You get the picture. Yeah. And one addition, Josh. The top 5 in the championship, they get super license points. So first place gets 10 points, second place 7, 5, 3, and 1 point. So that is what W Series did not do very well, was try and promote their drivers to the next series. We even got our champion from last season, Marta Garcia. She's racing in Frecker at the moment.
Yeah, George Morgan gets all the look, doesn't he? Getting Marta Garcia. But I think it's a great idea that they get super license points. That's something, as you said, W Series didn't feel thrill. And W Series is supposed to give you £500,000 in order to get into a further series. Jamie Chadwick won the series 3 times, is owed £1.5 million and hasn't been paid. So those 3 series, she hasn't got anything. There is Alice Powell, not in the commentary box. So she had a nose ringing because it looks like she's got a bit of a bruise on the side of it. What's happened to Bianca?
She's backing out. So that is one of the McLaren cars, I think?
Yeah, it's Bianca. Oh, she touched the wall, coming into 1. I thought she looked unsteady. That's the wind, though. That's something to do with it. It's the wind bouncing the cars around out there.
I have to say, looking at the onboard of the car, it looks like a multiplayer car.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? That's what I was thinking. They're tiny.
It doesn't have much of the black, does it? It just has more of the yellow, or the orange, but there we go.
It's Alpine,
and there's Abby Pullen. Abby Pullen, Alice Powell's actually backed her as well. She's a mentor, so that's why you saw Alice Powell in their garage there. Abby Pullen being very, very successful recently, which was always great to see. She was in W Series as well, and she finished 5th overall in the standings last season. She claimed 2 poles, 4 fastest laps, and 7 podiums, and she actually becomes the first woman, along with Al Hamad, to drive an F1 car in Saudi Arabia, the first British driver, actually. So there we go. Prize for F1 Academy.
Absolutely fantastic for Abby Pulling as well. I mean, another graduate over from the W Series as well, and she's up to 2nd now, 2:05.944. She did have a lap time deleted for going off the track on the previous lap around, but again, a graduate from W Series, was an automatic entry, wasn't she, for F1 Academy, being backed by Alpine, and Alice Powell definitely now racing with the Iron Dames, racing, of course, in many other championships, doing commentary work for Channel 4 and BBC Radio 5 Live. but still absolutely out there as a fantastic force for good in motorsport. And Jess, of course, Jess Hawkins was in W Series as well, not in F1 Academy. She's sadly too old to qualify for this championship, but them two having the best relationships of friends, and they share a dog, of course, coming into it. That's also with that of... Oh, Block just went off the track there, actually. She's got a bit of oversteer coming into it.
That was turn 22. Yeah. That was turn 22, I believe, as well. Tina Hausman is who Jess Hawkins is going to be mentoring, backed by Aston Martin.
Yeah. And we saw Jess, of course, working with Aston Martin. She's here this weekend as well, in both paddocks, as well as reserve driver. Jess, of course, became the first woman in nearly a decade to run an F1 car over the winter break as well. So that was great. We have, of course, had her on the podcast, didn't we? Sky Sports had it, and then we're getting her on for another one. I think I've just leaked the bag there, actually. I don't know. One of the guests coming up in the future for the podcast is Jess, but still. No better place to announce it than F1 Academy. Yeah, hopefully as well she'll be on the podcast soon talking about this. As this is Hamida Al-Kabasi. Camera's glitching a lot. Whoa. Sausage curves are ridiculous, Jess. We talked about that in F2, didn't we? I don't like it.
They are awful, not gonna lie, and I think Block just got caught up in that sausage curve. But oh no, she just went off the track. So avoided what Ollie Behrman did in the F2 practice earlier on as well. So that is always good to know. And Tina actually raced in Formula 4 in the Formula Winter Series as well, where she gained a podium there. So there's women doing great things in different series, but we just don't hear about them because they don't get the backing of Formula 1. But now these drivers get to do that, as we got Marty heading towards the final corner of turn 27. Really tight hairpin as well as she heads on through into the start-finish straight.
I'm loving hearing the tyres. Yeah, go on.
And she's going to head to the line now. Is she going to be faster than P at the moment? No, but not too bad. P3, I believe, as well. I love these live timings. They're so good. You get, honestly, you don't get, I always have to squint. Boy, we were doing it last season as to, were they faster? Were they not? But no. I'm trying to get it for timing, working for timing 71, but it's just not working at the moment. So,
if it works.
Hey, it happens. That's a kick drive. I'm just trying to see who that is right now on the steering. Go. Oh no, it's Mercedes. My bad. It's confusing. They've got the green on the right-hand side, and I think, oh, is it kick? But no, it's not. It's Mercedes. So
it is quite
Joy Pink, currently fastest. Purple sector 2 though, 39.5.
As you said, racing the Winter Series of F4, gets a slide, keeps it on. That's perfect car control. Won the race, of course. Did Ping. Last in the, what was it, Abu Dhabi race she won? Race 1. She got pole.
It wasn't Abu Dhabi, because we've been racing Abu Dhabi.
I was on about the Winter Series for F4, because didn't she get the win? She started on pole for one of them, finished second, and then the winner got disqualified, and Dorian Pink took the win, if I'm right.
Yeah, so she went on to take 3 podiums and a victory during the Formula 4 CEA Championship, and then she did the Formula 4 UAE Championship, where she claimed another victory there as well.
Tell you what, if you're looking for somebody who was like Jamie Chadwick and dominating a series, I think Dorian Pink's up there, but Abby Pulling is going to give her a run for her money.
To the line she goes, and it is P2, 205.859. Purple sector 1, 45.5. She lost time in that final sector, but she did match Ping in that final sector as well, 40.3.
How is that middle sector for Dorian at 39.5? 3 tenths faster than anybody.
That is faster than anyone.
That is insane, that middle sector. What's this?
Oh, is that the Williams? That is Block.
Didn't come out as a yellow flag. Has she stalled that? Is she going? I can't tell.
These are, I believe, F3 cars, aren't they?
Yeah, old F3 cars. Yeah.
Yeah, they're old F3 cars, by the way. And someone stalled. That's a Visa Cash RB liveried car. Who's that? It's hard to tell. Is she going to get going?
That's going to be.
That's Al-Kabasi.
Yeah, the other one.
And Al-Kabasi, she's kept going. In a good car control. And as I was saying, we got ourselves in the commentary box here, but they're doing something similar in F1 Academy as well. They haven't got Harry Benjamin, which I was very surprised about. I thought he would get in, but to be fair, he is filling in as lead comms for F1 when David Croft isn't here. So let's look at that replay then.
Turns in.
So, turn 22 again.
Did go over the bump as well. So, yeah, it turns in. Rear's gone. And,
She avoided the wall, though. She avoided the wall. That was very, very tight from her.
Looks like the rear's locked as well. And the wind's being picked up here as well. I'm not going to count that out. It is very
3.3 MPS at the moment.
Oh, green flag's out. That's good.
Yeah, green flag is out. So in the World Feed commentary box, we've got Nikki Shields doing lead commentary for the whole season. We've got Alex Brundle doing practice and qualifying this weekend. And for the races, we've got Jordan King as co-commentator, which I like. He was good in, I think it was when he did F3 and F2 with Alex Jakes. So there's a bit of oil still from the chat from F2, by the way. But having a female lead commentator for F1 Academy as well, that is good. Because that was something was lacking. I think there was Claire Cottingham in the first series, but that was when it was not backed by F1 and it was just Channel 4. But yeah, Nikki Shields doing lead, and then we got Alex Brundle and Jordan King switching between the two sessions. So that is your World Feed commentary team, and obviously it's free to air as well, so everyone in the world gets to see it.
I was always very clear that if we covered it, you were leading. I mean, Megan didn't want to lead after W Series as well, so she's happy in the co-role. So I really wanted you to take over. You were happy. You said, "Yeah, I'll do it straight away." So I was really glad with that. Because it's important as well. I said in W Series, I don't feel right a female series designed to get talent up in the sport being commentated by a male commentator. It just didn't sit right with me. I'm much more happy being in the co-role or the pit role and letting you and Megan take over from the comms, because you're both excellent at it as well. So
Megan's very funny as well. She always says random thoughts come into her head as well. She's great as well. So she's joining me later on, of course, at qualifying, 6:30 on the JB Motorsports channel. So make sure you check that out as well. 8 different series across the whole weekend, and most of the team is chipping in as well whenever we can. We're hoping to get Jackson in for Indy Lights as well coming up.
Yeah, got to get that sorted and send in the OBS and all that, and get him a stream.
Yeah. So we got another series where Josh B is not going to be leading that. It will be actually Jackson leading the commentary box.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm happy because
Jackson's voiceover.
Yes, yeah.
It's brilliant. You know the one he did for Daytona? Oh, it was so good.
Timing screen's glitched there for a second, but the back. Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? And he did that live as well, which I thought was amazing. To throw that in live. There we go, just changing over.
Yeah, and he didn't even know there was a flyover as well. So I'm looking forward to watching that and see how he does for that as well.
Luckily, I think
Josh T will be leading IndyCar for the first time as well. Oh, we got someone in the pits.
Dorian, I think.
F1 this weekend. I think we are very lucky to be next to them, and so we can learn from them also Formula 2 support. And yeah, I think it's a good visibility for us to show what we are capable of. And looking forward to do my first race support even next to F1.
She's a talent.
She is. And it's nice that they get that exposure as well. And we were seeing, I think, some of the F1 teams like in the paddock this week as well. Mercedes being one of them, being backed by, and they even got their drivers even got announced quite early on to the end of last season as well. And they get to get involved in so many good things as well. We've got 90 minutes left on the clock, of course. Pin is still fast. I still need to get used to these deliveries. So if I say the wrong driver, I do apologise. We've got Schreiner out there on the circuit now. No, it's not Schreiner anymore. Abby Pulling we're riding on board now. 3 temps off of par right now. This is a really high-speed section of the circuit. You don't go heavy braking until you get to this corner here, turn 22. And Abby Pulling nails that quite nicely as well. Just about avoids the curve as well. You got the sea either side as well, which looks very glorious in the day, as we saw in the F2 series practice as well. And she's looking like she's going to be one of the favourites to take the title, of course. but the only downside is, like F2 and F3, if you win F1 Academy, you don't get a seat next season, because obviously you're encouraged to join all the other series that they got, and hopefully you'll get backed by sponsors there as well, as Abby Pulling does go into the pits, so she is backing out her lap.
We've got an F1 Academy car in this championship. We should have one in Formula 3. I mean, I think that's just basics. Get an F3 seat for F1 Academy, and then the champion can go up. Because Marta Garcia's had to go over to
get
Freca.
Sponsored, yeah. But luckily, I wonder if she got the choice, though, to do F3 or Freca, and she probably chose Freca.
I hope she got the choice, yeah, and I would choose Freca as well. Oh, that's handy. Look at that, the Red Bull cars are different liveries. That Red Bull number 7 out there too, that's going to be Emily de Hughes. She's in a lighter Red Bull livery. That's more akin to what we saw in the early 2000s, whereas the other Red Bull is in the normal purple livery.
And we got another driver from Ferrari.
It's an honor to have the livery and to have the colors. The red really stands out as always, and yeah, I can't wait to race with it and to see it on track.
So that is Wayug. I'm rubbish at names. Maya, that's it. I can pronounce her first name. And she was the first female to ever join the Ferrari Driver Academy, believe it or not. I thought someone else joined the Ferrari Driver Academy as a female, but she didn't. But this is her first. She is one of 6 newcomers, actually, to the series. She previously competed in the Italian F4, Freca as well, where she finished in the point 6 times and finished 17th overall as well. So, yeah, I'll try and find the 6 newcomers, actually. Hang on a second. I did have it written down. So yeah, 6 newcomers and 9 returnees. So yeah.
I think they might file that curb down exit turn 12.
They've got to. They've really got to.
The F2 cars are struggling. The F1 Academy cars now just bouncing over. So that's got to be sorted.
Imagine what the F1 cars are going to be like later on as well.
First practice is always a bit useless because it's in the day. So
just like Singapore.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. And oh, hang on a minute, but there's a barrier damage there. There's the oil. So I'm really confused where that F2 crash was this morning, Jess, where they dropped the oil, because I'm seeing different parts of the track.
No, that was not. That was 17 and 18, Josh. You're getting confused with the corner numbers.
We need, I think it would be good if we saw a helicopter camera, just to get ourselves familiarised again, because the problem with this course is that every single part looks exactly the same.
It looks similar.
Yeah. Even this bit, look, there's no unique identifying, and they've all got the same. Usually I think, oh, I'll memorise the boardings, but they're all either Aramco or MSC, and it's like, well, it's not helpful.
Yeah, that's not helpful at all. It really isn't. As Chambers comes through to the pits. I thought she was going to be on the lap because she got the timings right there, but no, she's going into the pits. Still on interrupted session so far as well, which is always very, very nice. We've got 70. Well, wait a minute. The timing on F1 Academy time, it says 17 minutes, but on the world feed it says 40 minutes 35.
I've got 14:22, so yeah.
Oh, that's because mine doesn't keep updating.
Oh, right.
That is weird.
I think it did glitch out.
Yeah, it I forgot to refresh it then, okay. But it actually does say Jeddah, Saudi Arabia free practice now instead of race free Kota.
Yeah, that's because that's why we had to have ours sorted. Although, considering that the timings are different this year, it's now blue. I think I'm going to do something live on air that I've never done before. Because the F1 Academy logo that you can see, that's all set up for last year. So should I change it to a lighter blue?
Yeah, because before you do that...
I come into the race really with no expectations of myself. Obviously, we've had preseason testing, but never been under race conditions yet. So it'll be new for me, my first year in this series. So obviously trying to learn as much as I can ahead of the races. And most of my competition is new as well this year, so it'll be a nice challenge, kind of learning how to race everybody and everybody's kind of driving style. So yeah, it's hard to put an expectation onto this weekend, but obviously I'm looking to just improve the whole time and do the best that I can.
That was Chloe Chambers, who is backed by the Haas team. Moved to single-seater competition in 2022, competed in the W Series there. Didn't do quite so well, but last year she competed in the Formula Regional Oceania Championship. And she won her first race at the Tapo International Motorsport Park, whatever that is. I don't have a clue where that is. So she has won there as well. One of the 6 rookies here as well, backed by Haas, which is great to see, of course.
I'd love some feedback because I'm not sure about it. I think I'm not entirely sure on the graphic change. I think it looks a bit too weird.
I like it.
I think it needs to be a bit of a darker pink for the text.
Yeah. It needs to be a dark, or have a white. You know, like the F1 Academy logo has a bit of. It has the white. Maybe have to try it with the white.
Let's see. I've got a white here.
Live on stream, everybody.
Well, we're just testing, isn't it? That's what practice is about. Well, what's that like then? What's everyone think of that with the white?
Oh, it's taking it. Oh, that looks better.
Right. Okay. I'll change them all then. Because
that looks way better.
Yeah, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just getting it all set up, all correct, and liking what we change around. Got to pick the right screen colour now as well. I'll get it all set up. But that's what I like about it, because then because they've changed it around. So it's like, well, we may as well have a bit of a change around as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it does look nice, doesn't it? No threat of rain today as well, which will probably be an absolute commentator's nightmare if that's the case, because there's going to be like so many red flags currently as well. Most people, I think, seem to be doing race runs currently. And talking about the racing, we do have 2 races. I've never said how long it's going to be. I can't remember how long it's going to be, how many laps there are. It's not telling me.
13 laps, I think, as well. That's what I remember.
Oh, 13 laps, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
does that look good? Does that look okay? I think that looks okay.
That looks lovely. That looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's more space as well. Like, you get us on the right-hand side. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I like it. And then we get full timing screen as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's a lot better than last year. If we go back and watch what happened last year, we just literally had to borrow the timing screen from the world feed.
Exactly, which is what Omi did in Macau.
Yes, yeah, because there was just nothing for timings. And now we get this wonderful screen.
It is 13 laps for both races.
Excellent, yeah. I'm just going to move that P across a little bit because it's set my...
Which I don't know how long it is in terms of timing, but we'll get there in the end. We will get there.
I'm a stickler for
I
detail.
need to get the Twitch chat up. Because you're usually the one that gets...
Oh, I've got the Twitch chat. Joe Litto says, thank you for the commitment to the F1 Academy. Pleasure.
Well, we always wanted to cover it, and we got so annoyed that it wasn't streamed much of last year. But when we saw that the Kota race was going to be streamed, we were like, let's do it. Why not? I believe that's Jess Edgar at the moment on circuits. It looks like she's got... No, it's not Jess Edgar. Oh, it's the wildcard driver. There she is.
I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now.
What buttons are you pressing, Josh? I don't trust you at this point.
Well, I'm trying to change the background for the blue, but it's not letting me. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Oh, that's Bianca Bustamante through turn 9. Please don't hit the wall. She's not avoiding the wall. Look, she's looking camouflage through the yellow or the orange the runoff. Yeah, that's okay. All right. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. There we go.
Oops.
Oh. I'm trying to...
Oh, that looked... The only thing you need to change is the P.
Doing it now.
Looks odd with the black.
There we go. How's that? That look better? That does look that looks a million times
yes,
better.
That looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's
we'll get more
better.
reaction later on when we do qualifying. Because a lot of you will be at work at the moment. If you are watching this back, hello.
Actually, that looks a lot better. Because the other one, it looked a bit too, blocky and didn't like that. That looks great.
You should do this for F2 and F3, this format. It looks so much tidier.
I agree, it does. And we get a full screen.
Do you have time? Do you have time to sort it out before?
Not today, no. I I will, however, set this up for Australia. I think Australia is the better call to get that set up for.
Oh yeah, because you'll have more time. You have 2 weeks, don't you?
Yeah, because this is a great race screen as well, isn't it? If we want to go full timings.
It does look good, doesn't it? Paul Woffrey saying, hey folks, hello, hope you're doing good.
All I'm looking at is the bottom of the screen. It does look awesome. I'm really happy with that. And this is all
I
been
was
set
just
up.
happy that we got live timings. But anyway, we've got another driver who's speaking to us in the
Especially
pit.
because it gives me the opportunity to race in my home track. Big thanks to F1 Academy and Saudi Motorsport for offering me this opportunity. It was definitely not something I couldn't pass. So yeah, I just want to make everyone proud and hopefully inspire some young kids to get into racing and follow my footsteps.
But yes, for each circuit, obviously in F1 Academy, one wildcard driver that will be driving the Prema car. So Rima's the one for Saudi Arabia, will get one for Miami, which will be announced before the May race as well. So make sure you keep an eye on F1 Academy socials. Ping, we're riding on board. Well, he's currently still top purple sector 1. This is looking good, but she struggled a little bit in the middle sector. She is going to get a tow from the car in front. And if you do get a tow on this straight, this will probably boost your time by a few tenths per second.
Abby Pulling's got that top time away, 2:05.411, but she was still off in that middle sector, 39.8. She got it all back in sectors 1 and 3. And Ping's down her own best time as well in sector 2, but she's got that tow from, I think, the Red Bull in front, so this should be a nice time.
Up to the line, it's going to be, I think, maybe... Yeah, she goes top now. 5 tenths quicker than Abby Pulling, 2:04.8.
She got the toe off the back of Hamenda Al-Kabasi, and middle sector was down, but for sectors 1 and 3, just absolutely flying.
What
2
did I
tenths.
say?
Yeah.
What did I say? If you get a toe on the back straight heading in towards turns 25, 6 and 7, that's where you gain the most time.
Unbelievable. By the way, the intermediates you'll see on your screen, that's speed in kilometres per hour, so how fast they are in each track, and then the weather's below.
Each sector, you mean?
Yes, sorry, yeah, what did I say?
I don't know.
But you are right, yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah, you're right, I'll be fair.
So it is Love and Fossey who's fastest in sector 1 in the speed trap. Sector 2 is... can't remember. Yellow.
It's gone away,
Bustamante? Or was it Block? Oh, it's Block. That's it. Block
Bustamante's in the
fastest
back
middle
of the
sector
pits.
and Love and Fossey fastest third sector in the speed trap. And the speed trap overall is Block.
Yeah, 233 kilometres per hour, so they really are pushing these cars.
Abby Pulling goes up to the line. Is she going to go faster than...
Oh,
No. Still P2 at the moment. Struggling in that final sector, Josh.
yeah, she's 40.1. She had a 39.7 middle sector, still half a second off, and I think we've found Dorian Pick might have pole position, but it'll be a battle. Dorian's only fast because she got that toe, so whoever gets the toe in qualifying is going to be right up there because Abby Pulling was faster. So now we know that the toe down the back straight gives you half a second.
Paul said I pronounced your name correctly. You're welcome, Paul. I do make the effort.
Nice
And
to
hope
hear,
you
Paul.
enjoy the rest of the race as well. I'm usually rubbish with names in general, so if I get it right first time, it's like Christmas all over again. It's great. Oh, that Aston Martin livery still looks good in those F3 cars. We've got Tina Houseman on the track as well. We've got Love and Fossey as well, who's improving personal best in the first sector. Houseman personal best in the middle sector as she heads towards 25, 6 and 7, I think. Is it? No, it's not. Again, it's hard to tell. Oh, no, it's by the sea. So it is headed towards 25, 26 and 27.
What a great run as they come into the last corner. Now, I think we're going to see here Hasman get the toe. She's going to give the toe back to the 88 of Al-Kabasi. So I'll keep an eye on Al-Kabasi's sector times as well. Oh, up to 8.
Houseman goes 7th and...
Al-Kabasi 9th, just below her.
Yes. I think we could see different winners as well coming up. Love and Fossey, who's fastest in, who's got good straight line speed, but you do need a lot of downforce around certain parts of the track, so she could struggle. That's why she struggled in the middle sector more than anything else in terms of the speed that she was showing. As Love and Fossey goes up to the line.
This is a great lap.
This is a good lap. 2:05. P3. Keep an eye on her throughout this weekend.
Fastest to personal best in all 3 sectors there for Lovely Fossey. Fastest sector 1 speed trap and the finish line, which is sector 3. So really strong lap up to third, 2:5.939. Good time. Al-Kabassi, and my man Al-Kabassi, down in 9th place at the moment. And you can hear the tyres screeching on these F3 cars for F1 Academy. It's great.
It is nice that they actually get to drive F3 cars as well. And I believe we're hearing from one of the Visa Cash RB liveried cars up next.
I don't like to put a lot of expectations on myself, so it's just, finish ahead or be within the pace, be very close to the pace, and yeah, I really hope I get to be on the podium this weekend.
Amma Al-Kabassi is at P11 right now in practice, so she's struggling a little bit compared to the other drivers. But again, this is the first time that F1 Academy is heading to Jeddah, as with all the other tracks on the calendar. Shame we're not going to Kota though, because apart from race 1, race 2 was brilliant.
You get Miami instead, which nobody asked for. So.
Yeah, I would rather them go to Kota than Miami, not gonna lie, but there we go. We'll obviously see. Oh, as Ping goes even quicker, 39.5 middle sector. That was where she gave the time, the first driver into the 2-minute 4s.
Unbelievable, and I don't think she's having a tow either. 39.5 middle sector.
Yeah, she did get the toe now, and Abby Pulling's only a 10th off her in the middle sector.
Matched her in sector 1, 45.4 each. This is a great lap from Abby Pulling. We're looking at her now, and she hasn't got a toe, so this is all down to speed. No DRS either for these cars.
No DRS, of course. I did say about DRS on the lap, but that's for the F1 cars.
Yeah. And they actually showed us DRS as well on the intro map here at the start of the show on the World Feed. So I don't know what they were thinking there. There is no DRS. Is there?
Exactly.
No.
I don't even know, to be honest.
No.
As Abby Pulling goes up to the line, it's going to be quite close. She's going to be in the 204s. No, she's not. Personal best in all 3 sectors, though. 2-minute 5.161.
That's more like it. So Ping and Pulling ahead of Love and Fossey. That's going to be an interesting top 3.
That's going to be a tongue twister. Yeah. Not gonna lie as well.
Megan's currently watching this, eating breakfast and having a coffee. So,
oh, yummy.
I could do with a coffee. We've got an hour.
I'm literally having food. I'm literally having food straight after this, and it's ready because I've cut like a packed lunch. So as soon as this is over, I'm having food.
I agree with you, Jess. This is a great timing screen. I'm going to set this up for F2 and F3.
Yeah, for Australia in 2 weeks' time. So keep an eye out as well.
I'm loving it. It's really good, actually. It's a nice format. Josh's
reaction was just so brilliant. It was fantastic. But
I'm happy as well with the blue. Oh, checker flags out. When did that happen?
No red flags as well.
That's a good session. And only 1 practice, of course. Usually there's 2. And 30 minutes each.
No, it was 40 minutes each. We had 40 minutes.
Oh, they're still both 40. Oh, right, okay. Oh, blimey.
Yeah, they're both 40 minutes. Qualifying is 30. Oh, as Tina Houseman had a bit of a slide again through the sausage curb.
That's the same one that Behrman jumped over.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was turn 4-5, I think.
So that's the one before it. So we're going to go watch the track map now. Our lap attacks.
Yeah, we're going to watch our lap. No, it's hard to see the day, to be fair. When it gets to night time later on at 6:30, we should be all right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I might, in the 90-minute gap, might go do a couple laps in the daylight on F123, just to get my eye in.
I'll probably do it in the F2 cars, because I'll need to do practice there anyway.
That's it, yeah. I wish we had an F1 commentators race. I think that we're working on that now, aren't we?
We already have one.
How is the 2 seconds different?
End of last year.
Did we?
Yeah, PSGL.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Hey, if you make it,
we are planning to do another one.
Are you doing it with a crossplay? Because I can join now.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I can race. I can race finally. I'm not in the back rooms. And you know, if Connor finally lets us do crossplay, I could do streaming now. That's how annoying it is.
Have you got an Elgato or something, or
Yeah.
something to capture it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could use the same technology you do for this. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So I could do it.
That's going to be great. You see, F123 is now free on Xbox Game Pass, and free on PlayStation, so consoles can get it for absolutely free. And this is the yellow flag test that you're seeing at the moment, so they can all go to the support paddock.
Yeah.
Trying to get my words right.
And this support paddock straight on, I think, at the end of the straight, so that's why it's going to be a bit different.
Yes.
Dorian Ping.
And
top,
Dorian Ping,
yes.
the fastest out of anyone by 2-3 tenths per second. So at the moment, she looks like she's going to be favourite for pole position, but keep an eye on Abby pulling. And Block as well in third. Very impressive for her first ever full season in F1 Academy.
Good first session, this. I think. I don't know why the double yellows are, because I don't know where the support paddock pit lane is that they're coming into.
Are they going to the F1 paddock?
Are they doing some practice starts? Because they're going to miss the pit lane entrance. They are doing practice starts.
F2's didn't get practice starts.
They didn't, no. Hang on a minute. Why? Oh, hang on, no. The paddock's on the opposite side. So they're going into the paddock.
Oh, right. Okay, so they're going to the same one. Oh, right, that makes sense.
Either that or that Marshall's got a death wish.
It took 5-10 minutes to get F2 finished.
It did. It took ages, and I couldn't work out why.
And that meant that we were trying to frantically sort out F1 Academy very quickly.
That's why we changed the colour at the top during the session. And I looked down and thought,
we would have had time to do it, but we just didn't.
yeah. I looked down and thought that doesn't look right. It looks too. It looked too dull. Having it in, and so now having the blue, same as what the F1 Academy's got, is great. The white text bouncing it out. I like that look. It looks good.
Brad saying, how's there 2 seconds difference when they all have the same car? There are obviously mixed abilities, of course, for certain drivers. There's some people that have been in single seasons before, some people have been in F1 Academy before, but some people it's their first season, so they're still adapting to the Jeddah Corniche circuit. There's your practice result then, with Dorian Ping on top in P1. Abby Pulling is in second, and Laia Block in third. Then we got Marty in fourth. We got Maya Wook in fourth. We got Lovin Fossey in sixth. Chloe Chambers in seventh. Schreiner in eighth. Then we got Tina Houseman in ninth. And Jess Edgar rounds up your top 10. They're separating by around about 1.4 seconds. And then we got Anna Alcabasi, Nobles, we got Bianca Bustamante, Emily De Hussa, we got Amal Kabasi, and we got the wildcard driver Jafali in last place. Before we wrap up then, to have a well-deserved break before FP1, Josh, what are your thoughts coming into qualifying? Who's your pick for pole?
Definitely got to put it on Dorian Ping, and Abby Pulling's on the outside, but if either one of them get the toe off another car, they'll be on top. It's so powerful down that back straight.
Exactly. But that is F1 Academy Practice 1 done and dusted. Don't forget, later on we got qualifying at 6:30, but at 1:30 we got free Practice 1 for the Formula 1, where we get to see them for the very first time. Who will top it? Will anyone beat the Red Bulls? We'll have to wait and see. But Formula 1 Academy in return, 6:30 for qualifying with myself and Megan in the commentary box. See you then, have a good lunch, and goodbye.